Okay, so welcome to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, part 2, right? So let's get straight into this and continue where we left off, right? There we go, there's file number 1. Let's get right back in. And of course, in the first episode, all we done was the Deku Tree, right? So now we've got to work out where we got to go from here. So here we go, we're starting back in Link's house. I don't know if it's actually known as Link's house. Let's see where it says, right? So, will it come up? No. Well, it is Link's house, we know that. We're not trespassing, trust us, right? So, I think what we want to do is go and talk to... Is this Saria? We want to go find her, right? Now, I don't know where to she is. I think I know what to do. I roughly know what to do anyway, right? But I think you might have to talk to it to progress. I'm not sure, right? Anyway. I think now we can leave. Alright, that's Saria, isn't it? What? Where are you going? To the castle? Is it the castle? Where is the castle? Okay, right. So now we want to head to the castle, right? Now, this is like, it's kind of like the main place. No, no, not kind of, right? It completely is the main place of the game. But here we go into a cutscene. Oh, you're leaving. Wait, I'm pretty certain, was that the girl we were just talking to? I don't think it was it? Okay. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link, because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? That's quite sad. Oh, but I want to be more than friends. I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Okay. I'll blow the fuck out of it. Don't you worry about that. Alright, now we got the ocarina now. This is like... Alright, you received the fairy ocarina. Now this is a memento from Saria. Set it to sea. Yep. Now this is the most important item on the game. Right? And you get it right at the very start. There we go. On the select down sub screen, we know how to do this. And we kind of want it straight away. I do remember a lot of the ones, anyway. But it's going to be cool to just listen to the sounds, because the sound's great. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Ah, okay. So is she in love with Link then? But Link doesn't give a shit? Like he's just slowly creeping away. Do you think that's supposed to be some sort of like humor in the game? That she's clearly trying to flirt with him and he's like, nah, I'm good. But of course, there's none of the characters speak. You know, you don't know what's... You can't like read their like facial expressions or anything, can you really? Or anything. Alright, Hyrule Field. Now, this is the first time we've been out here. This is going to be good. Right. And there we go. There's Link. Oh, isn't it so cool? That's what I mean. Like they absolutely got this game just spot on, didn't they, Nintendo? Like the cutscenes and everything. Oh, hoot hoot, Link, look up here. It appears the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet me. You'll meet a princess there, not me. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens, and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot, showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Yes, we did. Alright then, I'll see you around. Hoot, hoot, hoot ho. Right, there we go. Now that's that fucking big owl, right, that always just comes and talks to you at the times that you don't want him to talk to you the most. Anyway, what we do want to do is set our ocarina. Now, do you have like I'm talking to you now, the viewer, like personally, which place do you put your items in? Do you like have like a set thing that you do? You're like, right, I can't play unless the ocarina is like left. Do you do that? Like I just think about it sometimes, but I just like, why am I even thinking about this? This is strange. You know, it's like, why am I even doing that in my head? You know, some people might not be able to function if they don't have the slingshot in the right set, like the right part of the C buttons. If you know what I mean, yeah. But if you don't, you'll probably think I'm strange. Anyway, Navi is probably just going to tell us to head to the castle. The Great Deku wanted us to go to visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we be going? Right, so we've got to go and visit the princess, right? And you all know the princesses. She's Princess Peach. Now, is that the owl again up there? I believe there is. It is, yeah. It is cool, isn't it? Yeah, that he goes around the map. Isn't that really cool? But, obviously what he's going to do is, like, when we head up that way, when we finally need to go up there, he's going to interrupt us again. Oh, dear. It's night, yeah, I forgot. See, now, that's the thing I kind of like that about this game. That, yeah, there's like a timer, but this is what I mean. Like, it is also I feel like it's a perfect game for Halloween because look at this, the zombies, you know, well, skeletons, right? What does Navi say there? This style child, just don't be afraid of the style child, just attack it, repeat. Yeah, isn't it really? It's really weird, isn't it? It's really weird. Imagine seeing that for the first time. Would you shit yourself? It's just like a all-round spooky game. That's what makes this perfect. It's got like a mix of everything. You know, it's like a perfect adventure game. But it can also be turned into like a perfect Halloween game. You know, just the little parts escape. Like it is basically Zelda is like a horror game, isn't it? Like a mini sort of horror game. Because think about it, like the cutscenes that they throw at you, like at all stages of the game, are like intended to make you frightened. You know, I can't imagine where it'd be like again. No, because obviously kids don't really get far on games like this. Well, you know, like not like very far. You know, most kids would probably just give up on it at some point. But if you did if you was a kid and you managed to get pretty far into this game, you would probably be absolutely scared of some of the things, especially Majora's Mask as well. But look at that, you can see the moon going up and down on you. It's a really quick cycle, the day and night. But it's cool when it happens. I don't know. For this to be on a game that released like how many years ago now? Was this 27 years ago? How crazy is that? You know, it's crazy. But you know what I think is the craziest though? I've been playing the Xbox. Well, I've been playing the GameCube since like maybe like 2004, 2005. I played it since I was like 2 years old. You know, it's weird to think that when I was playing the games then, that this game wouldn't really be that old, would it? So if I say I was playing in 2005, this game would only been 7 years old. You know, that's crazy, isn't it? And it's like, I had to think of that as well. Like, I used to play Banjo-Kazooie a lot in like 2008, like the first one on the Xbox Live Arcade and Nuts and Bolts and stuff. And I was thinking like Banjo-Kazooie literally came out like 10 years before that. I don't know. I used to find, like, thinking about it now, that's actually weird because like 10 years ago now was like 2015 when I bought Fallout 4, you know, and I have Fallout 4 down there, you know, behind me. And it just doesn't seem right. Anyway, there's people in this town that probably won't be any help to us now. You are so handsome, just like the king of Hyrule. Oh, that was kind of gay, wasn't it? Let's not lie. Let's speak to her, because I think she's a crucial character. Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malum. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. You're right, so Lon Lon Ranch, keep that in your mind, right? Because that is like a part that is like one of the main places on the game, really, isn't it? If you think about it. Right, I don't know what he does. Is he like preaching or please with C, please sell me something? Yeah, okay, right. Have you ever actually sold anything to him? Because I played through this game before, and I can't remember ever selling anything to him at all. Yeah, I don't know. Let's talk to this old woman though. I made a lot of money. Maybe I should go look for more things to sell. I know I should go to Lake Hylia. Many things float down the river and end up there. Maybe they give you a hint. But it's cool, like you can like probably Z target to change who you want to talk to. Maybe not. But a lot of these, if you're familiar with Majora's Mask, if you've ever played it before, first thing you'll notice that man with the bag is the thief. On Majora's Mask, these two are the two people who joke around in the town. I think he might be on there as well, the one who's looking out. The old woman, I think, is on there. maybe, and she might be too. That man might be on there. He's the one who you know the one who looks at your arm. Does he look and see that you? Oh, I don't know what he does. He'd mark you, don't he? So he knows wherever that you have in your account. I don't know how it works, but yeah. I'm pretty certain that she is the girl on there. I think, right? Because he's like set in like a different universe, isn't it? He's like sent to a different universe. So she is on there, and she is in the ranch on there too. She's on there. She is the chicken woman, I think, or she is. They are dancing, and there's like a wedding shop. He might be on it. Like a lot of characters make appearances on it. It's really, really cool. But I feel like, you know, if we notice, by like we're in a town, aren't we? It just looks like an image, doesn't it? Like, you know, that's where you're like you're here, but it doesn't feel like you're here in the town because the camera is like static, you know, and you could just look around and move, and Link gets further away when you move. It's not as cool as Majora's Mask, but it's still really cool nonetheless, right? Anyway, we want to progress up now, up here, right? There's a lot of things around the town that we can look at, probably, but I'm not too sure that we actually need anything. There might be a mask shop somewhere, right? And I think that might be essential to one of the next parts after this, I think. Right, now this is the potion shop, right? Of course, this will be very handy to us later on. We probably will be coming back here quite a few times, but I do believe there's a mask shop somewhere, or there is something, like some character somewhere that sells a mask, right? Right, so there's nothing we wanted, but there is a shield there, right? See that shield? I don't believe we'll have enough. It might be 100. It's 80 rupees, right? The Hylian shield is essential, right, for this game. It is essential, so we do need to go and get that. I say it's essential. You might actually, like, not actually need it, to be honest. Because I know at some stages your shield can get broken. That's like a fun fact of this game, if you didn't know that. Because you might not have got that far, right? Treasure chest contest temporarily closed. Open tonight. Okay, that opens in the night then. I'm not sure. I don't think the time progresses when you're in here. I think the only way to get in here in the night, right, is... I think this is the only way because the bridge closes, right? So you're going to have to go up there to the castle, then the time progresses, come back in when it's night, and then you can access all the night things, right? Now, that's cool. We want to check all these different stores a second before we progress any further, right? This is the Bomb Chew Bowling Alley, right? Now, Bomb Chews is something that we currently do not own. So this store, again, is going to be of no use to us. We are going to want to head straight out and look for... I swear that... Right, that looks like it's an archery place. This might be it. No, if we checked there. I swear there's a place that sells masks. Right, Happy Mask Shop. Yeah, let's talk to him. Right, what? A strange shop? I wonder when it will be open for business. I heard the sign there, but it still seems weird. Okay, well, we'll read the sign, alright? Happy Mask Shop. Please read the sign before you use this shop. How the shop works. We do not sell masks at this shop. We just lend you them. We lend them to you. You sell the loaned masks on your own. You pay back the money for the mask and we will lend you a newer model. You can borrow masks you have already sold again. However, you could sell each model of mask only once. Okay, right, so Nintendo must have had this idea of like something to do with masks, you know, for a while. They must have had that for a while. And to be honest, I'm actually surprised that, no, you know, like Ocarina of Time, it is like, I think it was like a rating thing the other day, and it was again rated the best game of all time. I'm still really surprised that Majora's Mask isn't like number 2 of all time, because when I play through Majora's Mask, I'm like, yeah, I prefer it. I don't know, it's just something else about it. It's like a different feeling. But I swear, if I had to choose between those two, I probably would choose Majora's Mask. Please try our happy shop. All right, okay. So there is nothing we can do, right? Okay, there's nothing we can currently do a second. Maybe it opens up when we actually get to that stage. But we know that that is the Happy Mask Shop, right? And I don't know what are those two things on top of there. They are supposed to be eyes. Anyway, well, can we go back up here? I think this might take us to... Yeah, this takes us to the castle. Now, I'm going to show you in here. Or the church. It's like a church, right? But have a look in here. Oh, yeah, and take a look at that image. What does that look like to you? You know, that looks like a real image, doesn't it? Doesn't it look real? I don't know, it's hard to explain, but that looks real. Link, stop moaning, you bloody weirdo. Yeah, that looks real. It looks like just like a real image. It's probably a real castle, isn't it? And they've just altered it. It's probably a real picture of a castle. It wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, this is the Temple of Time. Now, I wanted to bring you in here to show you. This is really, really cool. I don't know where they got the concept for this game from, but you know, it's just crazy, isn't it? Like, how do you, that's what has always baffled me. How do they even think of this game? How did they think of it? Like, you could come in the comments and tell me what it was inspired by, and then that would make a lot more sense to me. But to come up with this game off the top of your head, and Majora's Mask, you know, and the fact that they released, like, you know, 2 years apart, absolutely is mind-blowing. It's just crazy, right? It's crazy. But anyway, we want to try this out. Maybe, can we do anything? I don't think we can do anything yet. So let's see what Navi wants us to do by it. Now, of course, this is not the place we need to go. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. Right, so you'll know what the stones are anyway. Not the Rolling Stones, okay? Okay. Not the Rolling Stones. These stones, right? Now, this is the Kokiri's Emerald. There's a blue one and a red one, right, that we need to acquire. There is a lot of things you need to do in this game, right? As you can see, there's a shield up here. So, right, so there's 3 you need to do. So that's basically 3 dungeons. Then that would make there's 6 more then. So there's a total of 9 dungeons on this game, like main places to do. That's why this game, right? So if you're playing this on your own, no guides or anything, this game can actually be like a 500-hour game. Seriously, I'm not even joking, because you can get stuck. You know, I don't think it took me that long, but I sunk a lot into this, and I do not regret it. I wish this is a game that I wish I actually got stuck on, so I could say I was still on there. You know, like, I don't know what's better to say, that I finished Ocarina of Time, or I'm stuck on it still, because I don't know, is that type of a game that, you know, is actually a blessing to be stuck on here. Right, anyway, the main place now is going to be Hyrule Castle, right? And there we go. You notice that this is not one of those places where the camera is static, and there is the Mr. Owl person again, right? This isn't a place where the camera is static. We can run around now. But yeah, I think that, you know what, the town might be the only location like that in the game, right? I don't know why they done it. Maybe was it to save memory or something, or... Well, let me know in the comments, right? If you're at this stage of the video, let me know why did they do that, Nintendo, if you know, right? Hey Link, this way. The princess is inside the castle, just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Ho ho ho, hoot. Okay. Right. That's helpful information. On this ground, time flows normally. Okay, right. I'm sorry for talking, you know, over him, because he's supposed to be talking. This is his speech. But time stands still. I forgot what voice we had for him now. Well, you are in Lon Lon Ranch or in town. Ah, there you go. Look, see? There's 2 places on the game then. Lon Lon Ranch or town. Time stands completely still, right? So, yeah, that's the only way. If you want to enter this place, if you want to enter the town in the night, you gotta access it through this place, okay? If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you going to go now? Ho ho hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. Who, you are a smart kid. Good luck, then. Okay. What's your opinions on that owl? Do you like him, or do you think he's just a twat? I don't know. I can't really... I don't know where I stand with him, to be honest. I honestly don't know where I stand with him. Right? What we got to do here, right, is you can see there's vines there. This might take you a while to work out if you're, like, well, new to the game. But this gate is closed, so that would essentially, like, first thing you do is talk to that guard. But that guard's going to shut us down because we are a little kid. So what you do, right, you head up... I actually want to talk to him first, so let's talk to him. Right, just to see what he says, right? But then you got to go up the vine, right? So you say you want to see Princess Zelda, eh? You probably heard about her in town and decided you had to meet her. Well, go home, get out of here. The princess would never grant an audience to the likes of you. Well, that's not very nice. I guess we'll have to sneak in there now. But what we can do on our little quest by her, this little task that we've been set, we can try and find some emeralds, some rubies. I've been playing too much fucking Minecraft. Alright. You might not actually get them from them. You know, why can't we climb that? Oh, maybe it's just that location we were still in. Oh, that's strange. Right, so you want to get up here, and yeah, there is a guard around up there. Maybe you have to wait till night, to be honest. Right, now he's just blocking that, right? So we are good. I genuinely do not know how they see us. Right? Navi might tell us something there, but we've got to get down. We've got to get down, right? But yeah, let's have a look around. It's just, I don't know, this game is crazily good, isn't it? With the graphics and everything. Right, let's get down here. But it is weird, actually. If you go from this to the GameCube, it's crazy how quick they progressed with graphics, you know? Because in like just a few years before this, everything was still 2D, wasn't it? It's crazy how they took those major leaps. And what also is crazy is why they took those major leaps. You know, wonder what actually set it off. I wonder what did it, like, initially did it. Right, let's read this sign. I think we could probably come back with a bomb. Right, dead end. Okay, maybe this is not for this time, right? Maybe it's not for this time, but you probably come back with a bomb. Rocks like that, or the boulders can usually be sorted out with a bomb. We haven't been seen. You're right. All you want to do is avoid them. I mean, I genuinely don't know how they don't see you. You're clearly out in the open. But as you can see, there's a place to climb. So that's what you want to do. You just want to aim to the left and stuff. Get out of the like sight. I mean, you can run pretty close to him. You know, like we are close to him over there, aren't we? Really? But yeah, you can't get too close. Otherwise, I think they blow a whistle. Yeah, I don't want to test it out unless we actually accidentally get caught. But they blow a whistle, I believe. Right, what was that going to tell us? Boing, boing. Oh yeah, the current time 4:36. Okay, it tells you the time. Right, so there's going to be. This is like the way we go, right? So we'll have to get down here. Is there going to be some? There's guards there. So what you got to do is actually jump down here, right? Oh, that was good. Oh, this is good. There seems to be all rupees down this path, right? So we want to get into the place now, but this is good. This is really good because we need to get our Hylian shield, right? So we gotta be careful. We don't. Yeah, we can't get too close, but let's run over here and get these. There we go. There's a blue one. Blue ones give you 5, I believe. Yep. And now, is that someone waiting there? Right. Can I just say, right? I think that is supposed to be like Mario or someone dressed as Mario. They put, you know, they had to put him there, right? Mumble, mumble. Welcome. Our ranch is so fun. All right, he's doing the milk delivery, right? So he's that daughter's father. Well, that girl's father, right? Come and look around. Okay. I'm not sure. Do we have to get him to move? What items do we have? Do we have to get him? Oh, see, I always press the wrong thing there. Maybe we have to get him to move. Well, let's just try this first anyway. So what you want to do is grab this and push it to the edge. Right, and you need 2 of them, I think, to get over there. But he is in the way, and he's a nuisance a second. Honestly forgot how you got away. Maybe we just have to hit him. Let's barge just into him first. Right, we're stuck. Right. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come and look around. Why have I forgot how to do this? I've genuinely forgot how to do this. Alright, maybe we can get in this door actually. Maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Let's move this out of the way. We've got one plan, right? Because, yeah, I told you I'm a little bit rusty with this game. I am a bit rusty with it, right? We're going to try and get in here. Maybe we can't. Doesn't look like we can, right? So, what I want to try is, well, like, Lon Ranch. He's supposed to be doing the milk delivery. Obviously, we've spoke to him now and initiated that. Maybe we could talk to his daughter, maybe? See, like, I forgot this bit. I actually genuinely forgot what to do here. Right, because it appears that we don't have anything that can actually help us get him out of the way. He's just gonna keep repeating the ranch thing, isn't he? And we can't hit him. We don't got anything to do. What about what about the Deku nuts? Because they kind of explode, don't they? Right. No. That's the song of Soaring, I think, isn't it? Of Majora's Mask. Okay, right. Anyway, enough nonsense. I don't believe there's anything we can do. Navi, as always, will not help us. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to go and check out Lon Lon Ranch. I'm not sure that... I'm pretty certain it is nothing to do with that, but like I said, I'm pretty rusty at this part now. Like, yeah, that's what we want to do, right? He's gonna stop us. He's gonna take us back down, and to see how we'll come talk to us. Oh, yeah. Right, are you going to the castle? Fairy boy, would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Teehee. Oh yeah, if you'll look for him, I'll give you this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. What's he planning? Where did she have that stuck then? You got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to see what happens. Why do we need an egg? I'm sorry. I genuinely forgot that was on the game. I'm assuming. Well, usually right. There's a lot of chickens on the game, right? So I'm assuming that it's just a chicken, right? And it's probably just to hatch and then just use it to glide, something like that. I'm not too sure a second. Anyway, we're gonna get down here, and we need to head back up here and talk to that man. We really do. And we gotta play that song. Did she just teach us a song? Ah, right. No, I know. I've worked out. Right. So that obviously now, right? I've just worked out. So that chicken, that weird egg, can only be used up there, can't I bet? So if we press it now, nothing's gonna happen. Oh dear. I thought something was gonna happen then. It looks like this item doesn't work here, right? So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna get by the man and show him that, right? Now, he'll probably be happy. Gonna say it now, he's probably gonna be very happy. Or annoyed that we woke him up. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. There's not really good security around the side though of this castle. I'm not gonna lie. You know, he's fallen asleep there, but they know that he's there. They've not seen him come back out. Wouldn't they be suspicious? Wouldn't it be like a fucking manhunt for him? Because like really think about it. They got all Princess Zelda, like with all their life. They what I mean. That's hatched now, that egg, right? It must have hatched in Link's pocket. That's kind of hot. Not gonna lie, Link, that's kind of hot. Right, now let's get over here. May as well pick up some of these again. And we got no rupees. But what's gonna happen now is this lazy bastard over by here is probably gonna wake up to this chicken, right? So let's try it, right? What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? No, you can't, right? So no, you need to move. Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malon was looking for me? I'm gonna catch it from her now. Catch what? AIDS? What's he... okay, I messed up bad, leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Wait, she's gonna peg him. Wait, what? From behind. Wait, what? No wonder he's running and scared. He should have just slept by her. Poor bastard. Right, anyway, I don't know. There's no way we keep that chicken for a while, is there? There's no way they let us keep that. Like, I mean, that can't be good for the chicken, can it? If you just sat in that pocket. But yeah, no, the Malon, I do love that song that she did play. It's really nice, isn't it? It's relaxing. I forgot what it's called, that one. Yeah, I honestly forgot what it's called. But it's a very, very nice song. I mean, that's what you'll find on a lot of these games. Like, these, songs that you can play on the Ocarina are actually fucking masterpieces. Like, just to think about it, right? How did they come up with all of these for this one game? So everything fell into place, and like everything was perfect. You know, it's crazy. Like, you know, it is crazy, right? And I did think about that when I'm playing games as well. I'm like, Banjo-Kazooie, like Mario 64, any of these games, I'm like, you know, how, it's like the fact that, and I love that sound, by the way, when you, like, discover something. But it's like the fact that they actually not only got the game right and everything with the game right, they also got the soundtrack, like, to sound like the best soundtrack ever made. Like, and they all come together for one epic game. I don't know, it's crazy. Because now you don't get, no one puts in dedication like this in the gaming industry anymore. No one. Not even, to be honest, not even Nintendo do it anymore. Well, I don't know. Like, yeah, people can give credit to, like, Mario... Fuck, we got caught. Yeah, people can give credit to, like, Mario Odyssey and stuff, but I actually feel... Right, and this is a personal opinion, right? I've had fears. I feel like they are a bit, like, what's the fucking point? You know. Do you know what I mean? Like, Nintendo used to be, like, ahead of everyone. Right, in terms of, like, games and ideas. Why do I want to play a game? And I know, I'm pretty certain that no one else thinks this, right? But why do I want to play a game where I'm like running around? Like, you get the collectibles, but you can purchase them in the store. The stars. I feel like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It just don't feel right. Where the fuck? Why can't we see the camera? I forgot what you do here. But yeah, you know, it's like, I feel like, what is the point? What is the actual point? It feels like, you know, in terms of like how they progressed from Mario 64 then to Mario Sunshine, Mario Sunshine was just amazing, you know. For them to come up with our idea, that's crazy, right? And then Mario Galaxy, even better than Mario Odyssey, it just feels like a setback, you know. It feels like a step in the wrong direction. You know, think about it, right? They had Mario 64, yeah, one of the best platformers ever. Mario Sunshine, you've got like FLUDD, you've got everything. It's really creative, isn't it, the idea? Mario Galaxy, you know, it's got like all the gravity and stuff. It's crazy, right? You're on all these different planets. Mario Odyssey is just, well, like Mario 64 with new graphics, but it just doesn't have anything that's interesting. Do you know, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm probably the only one who thinks that, but, you know, let me know if you would, you know, agree with my opinion on it. Like Breath of the Wild, I can't really comment on Breath of the Wild in terms, like, you know, the Zelda and stuff, because honestly, barely played it. I played it in like 2017 a bit, but I just wasn't interested, you know. The fuck do we get past these bastards then? Do we have to wait for the day, maybe? I don't know what the time. I don't know what the time is, but if we go over here, we can look at the moon. Maybe we have to wait till the day to do this, because probably the security is better in the night. Maybe. Where's the moon? Where's the moon? Where are you? Must be behind the tower up there. No. Oh, there it is. See, look, that's cool. That's just in the game. The moon coming down and then the sunrise. It's so cool, isn't it? But yeah, Breath of the Wild can't really comment on it. But I have seen like bits of Breath of the Wild 2, just like, you know, and that feature that they had on there is essentially, in my eyes, it's just Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. But people hated Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Why do they like Zelda when you can build stuff? I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a stolen idea. That's my point, really, with this. It's like, they don't really come up with any of these like new cool things, do they? I feel like they add the concept right, you know, the time. Just revolve everything around time. Every game that revolves around time is great. Like Ocarina of Time, great. Majora's Mask, great. Switching like the subject, Dead Rising, right? That's a game that revolves around time. How good is Dead Rising? You know, Dead Rising 1 and 2, right? Play 3 and 4. Well, I've not played them, but I know for a fact that those two are not rated as good, anywhere near as good as those 1 and 2, right? And 1 and 2 are like perfect zombie games, and it all revolves around like time, and you've got to do stuff within like a certain time limit. Ah, there we go. Right, it's blocked off in the night. I thought something was wrong there. Right, so we've just got to basically do all this and just avoid all this, and then we can go and talk to Princess Zelda, right? But he's going to just turn there. That's all we want to do, is just make this as easy for ourselves as possible. What's the word I'm looking for? Innovation, yeah, with the games. It's like, not really innovative. Is that the word? You know, just, oh dear. They can see you from like a further distance by then, but yep. All we know is just we got to do this in the day. I feel like Nintendo, they're not like stuck in the past. No, they're like stuck in the past. They're stuck in the past, and they know. But they seem to be stuck in like a boring past, because I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Switch 2, by the way. I had to go with it, honestly. And I wasn't a fan of the Switch. I just thought the Switch was a bit, you know, cheap. It was pretty... The Switch is a pretty cheap console, right? You know, you feel it in your hands, it feels cheap. Yeah, since it came out. Yeah, it was cool in 2017 or whatever. But it still feels cheap as fuck. If you've played the Switch or the Switch 2, you know what I mean. The Joy-Cons, they feel cheap, right? Right, and I'm comparing this to... Like, I don't know, I had a PS Vita before, right? That was like fucking luxury, right? It didn't sell well or anything, right? But it was luxury. You know, it had like a touchpad on the back. It felt modern. Switch did not feel modern, not even when it came out. Not gonna lie. And the Switch 2 feels older. Just because it feels, in a way, it feels older just because of the fact that they're still stuck doing the same crap. If you know what I mean. Okay, that'll be enough fruit beast, but yeah, I don't know, it just feels old and dated. You know, I feel like, you know, the Steam Deck, that's the future for handheld gaming. You know, not the Switch. We don't care if you can take 2 Joy-Cons off there and use them as a mouse. Who cares? Who the fuck wants to do that? I tell you, no one wants to do that. And I bet you can't even have a fucking web browser on it, can you? I bet it's just for stupid games that there'll only be like 3 of, and then they'll never use the feature again. But yeah, I feel like all the ideas have kind of gone, and well, they've basically left them, haven't they? I don't see how any of them new ideas, all those showcases they done for the Switch 2, don't see how any of them are going to like actually take on, you know, take off. I just don't think they will. Anyway, we're in the castle courtyard. Enough of our chat, but there we go. That was nice. Talking about Nintendo, and I was probably not doomed because I feel like Nintendo can never be doomed. I feel like no matter what they do, even with the Wii U, I feel like it's Nintendo. Whatever they release after it, they haven't lost the fans. They're just like stationary. Do you know what I mean? Like when Xbox lose fans, they don't get them back. When you know, it's just Xbox. And Xbox loses the fans. People don't want to come back to it because they've seen enough shit. Nintendo, the fans will always come back to it because of games like this. You know, because of Zelda. You know. So it doesn't matter what they do. But I haven't seen a good Nintendo game for years. I don't even know what the last one was. Probably Mario Galaxy 2. That's probably the last good Nintendo game. Because the last good Mario Kart game, again, would have probably been Mario Kart Wii or something, you know. Like the Wii was a great console, but whatever anyone says, the Wii was very flawed as well. It had a lot of issues, right? I haven't really liked Nintendo for years. But this is the peak of Nintendo, and this is why we're playing this. This was their peak. Their peak in terms of games, okay? Dishing out games, they dished them out very well, right? On the N64. They came out, and they were great. All of them. Every single one. Donkey Kong was great. Zelda was great. Mario was great. All of them were great. Can't say that now, though, can we? Anyway, who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that... Yes, it's a fairy. Yes, it is. It is a fairy. Then are you from the forest? Yes, I am. Do you have it? I like the way you can say no when you clearly have it. I wonder what she would have said. I bet she would have been like, no, you're lying. You're just fucking lying. Stop the bullshit. I had a dream. In the dream, dark clouds are billowing over the land of Hyrule. It's probably going to go into a cutscene, isn't it? But suddenly, A ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. Oh. She's been having visions of me? How wonderful! I know this is a prophecy, that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. See, it's more fitting, right? You see what I mean? What I was talking about in the first episode. It's more fitting if you actually put Link other than wherever your name is. You know, stranger sounds somehow familiar. Probably because I had 2 games out before this, you bastard. You ignorant bastard. You know, Zelda and Zelda 2. What, you didn't play them? They were bestsellers. I'm going to tell you the secret of the Sacred Realm that's been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please, keep this a secret from everyone. Okay. We will. The legend goes like this. Oh, the 3 goddesses is the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time that protect the Triforce from evil ones. Can I just make an announcement by you? I do find it funny. Right, okay, right. Anyway, I'll tell you what I find funny after this, right? That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the Sacred Realm from our world, but the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. So I think the Ocarina we have now isn't the Ocarina of Time, is it? No. I think it's just Saria's Ocarina. Okay, alright. Did you understand well the story I just told you? I do like that there's a feature that you can like get them to repeat it, because this is a game, think about it, you're playing this in the 90s, you don't really have you're not going to have a camera, are you? Well, you could have a camera, but you're not going to waste it, are you? If it's a film or anything, because it probably wasn't digital then, you're not going to waste it on this. I mean, it'd be cool if you did. I mean, if anyone out there took a picture and has that picture still of them playing it originally. Because when I was playing through all my, you know, I was playing through it, I think I started in 2021 again. I did, like I said, I did start it years ago, but I must have got stuck and just never got around to doing it. But, yeah, with when I was playing it in 2021, I've got like, if I go back on my phone, I've got loads and loads and loads of just images of things that they say. Because usually it's like highlighted, the important parts are usually highlighted in the text, in like red, I believe. But anyway, yeah. That's why it is quite important. If you don't have any camera or anything to take a picture or anything to do a screenshot, it is really important that you do listen to the things they tell you. Otherwise you can end up doomed. You can be like really lost because you don't even know where you need to go then. Because like, you have most of the times in the game, you have an idea where you go, but you don't know what's happening when you're stuck. If you didn't listen, and you didn't listen, does it? You're fucked. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Oh, this is creepy, isn't it? Now, this is what I mean. And, you know, this is why I wanted to get a video in on this game before Halloween, because this is what I mean. It's a spooky game, isn't it? And we're going to get it done. We are going to get it done. Really, really soon, probably. You know, I'm going to aim the window I'm doing for this game. Right, we started in late October. Gonna try and do it by January, right? I know we might have maybe some Christmas parts. Doesn't matter. Everyone loves Christmas. Christmas can be spooky, even though it really can't. I mean, the spookiest thing could be happening, and you wouldn't be spooked on Christmas. Well, you look through the window at him. Yes. Now this look, the zoom on the face. They get everything right. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. Yep, they must. See, look, he looks. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning. Yeah, they'll flicker a bit then, didn't they? Anyway. Yes. I told my father about my dream. Yeah, but wouldn't he know? Like, anyway, like, relatively who you are. He probably does. That's why he looks at you like that, because he knows who you are, and he knows that you always look through it, because time portals and stuff like that. This game is so fucking cool. I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. He's gonna ripe us both. What Ganondorf is mustn't be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. Yeah, that's what I was going to get into just now. I do find it funny, right? This is what I find really funny about this game. Like, a lot of people who play this game are not going to understand that this is all probably inspired by the Bible. You know, Triforce, like Holy Trinity. You know, the way they speak and the things, and is probably based, like, you know, roughly like around the Bible. So you got to thank Jesus for this game. So thank you, Jesus, for Ocarina of Time. Thank you. See, gotta thank God all the time. All the time. There you go. And that's what I was about to find funny, because I bet there's a lot of people who, you know, you find a lot of those people who really hate Christianity, but then they'll like worship games like this, which is essentially just, you know, like, it's really inspired by Christianity. I find things like that funny in a way. Just believe in it. Just say, Christianity is the best. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Oh no, she looks spooked. Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Oh dear. Please. I don't believe you. I'm gonna probably don't believe you. Oh, I made it sad now. Crap. Please believe me. My prophecies have never been wrong. Please. So that cutscene will just keep replaying itself. That's pretty cool. Okay, thank you. She looks happy now. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. Oh yes, I have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You, go find the other two spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. Now this is really cool. You received Zelda's letter. Wow. This letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Set it to C and show it with C. Okay. Yep. It is really cool, because this is going to grant us access to areas that would be unobtainable without it. I think. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. Okay. Damn. Oh. Where's Link looking at? He's not looking, you know, he's just looking, he's looking at something. He's got his eyes glued on something. I am Emperor of the Shakers. Okay, I am reasonable for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is a mysterious power in these notes. Now, listen carefully. Oh, it's cool, isn't it? Does anyone else drag out those notes to make it sound better as well? Oh. It's so good. Okay, if you're in if you ever feel depressed, play this game. And just play with your Ocarina. Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. You learn Zelda's lullaby. Okay, right. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. Okay, but that's pretty good. No, cuts us running out of there, don't it, basically? Anyway, this is outside of the castle now. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. Okay. The song I just told you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help you to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright? We're counting on you. Bang. She loves her deco nuts. Okay, let's just get on with this. Right. Now, what I think, right, so, you know, earlier we were talking about the mask, wasn't we, right? So there's a mask there, as we all know, which I was talking about the mask shop. Now, forget that a second. Up here, I think there's something which is very, very linked with it, right? But we may as well just do this bit first and then come back to that. Now, is that owl gone? Fucking good. Yeah, fucking good. Better not fucking jump out on us. Right, what's Navi going to say now? What would Saria say if we told her we were going to save Hyrule? I don't know, probably something gay. I don't know. Let's show this. Oh, look, signpost. Zelda's autograph. You should be able to go straight out of it, right, and sell it to that man. You should. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't let you because it's like a necessary item, but he should just let you go and sell it to that man as a fucking joke, you know. Anyway, this is Death Mountain up here, right? And does it take you straight into? No, this is not Death Mountain. This is Kakiro Village. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? So we're gonna check this out a second. Then we're probably gonna end the episode, right? But there we go. This was it Kakariko Village. I love this place. I do love this place, right? So there's going to be a guard here. Let's talk to him first. Get some insightful knowledge about this place. Hey, son, what are you doing? Wandering around this late at night? Oh, I get it. You're testing your courage, aren't you? You must want to go to a graveyard. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Talking to a kid. I've got work to do. Work. Ding, ding, ding dong, ding dong. The current time is 1810. Head east and you'll find a graveyard. Legends say you can calm the souls of the dead with an old song of the royal family. Interesting, right? So we just learned a song of the royal family. Now that's why you want to do that. You know, and not the royal family, like, you know, the TV show, you know, the royal family. I didn't learn that's the introduction song to that. No. We learned something a lot better. I feel like I'm going to offend people now. I said that. Anyone else like that show? It's a pretty decent show. You'd think it'd be boring, right? But it's not. It's actually pretty funny. But this, I wanted to show you. I want to take you to my favorite, probably my favorite song on the game, or one of. Actually, I don't know. Saying that, can we even get in here? Yeah. What? Listen to this now, right? Wait. This is just perfect. There we go. It says question mark. It doesn't even tell you what this is. Okay. But as you can see up there, there is a heart container for us. There's a man here too. Will he teach us something cool? Go around and around and around. What fun. I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around. Go around and around. I'm trying to come up with a musical theme inspired by this windmill. Going around and around and around. That's kind of hard. I do like it. I do like it. That's cool. I like his idea and everything. And that's a cool song in there, right? That's the Song of Storms. It's just so cool. Right. But we was told then that we could learn, well, to learn, you know, to enter the graveyard. That's what we want to do. We want, you know, we want to press or play the song that we just learned, right? Which is Zelda's Lullaby, right? But there we go. Here's the graveyard. Now it's going to take us into like a little bit of a cutscene thing where it briefly shows us the graveyard. Now this is a nice, relaxing and quiet place. Surprisingly, you know. Well, that's what graveyards usually are, right? They are pretty relaxing. People just like assume they're scary, but this is what I mean. This is why this could be considered as a good game to play for Halloween, because there's graveyards on here, there's zombie things on here. It's pretty cool. Well, let's not say zombies. Let's say like undead. You know, like they are like dead people, right? You know, just rising from the ground. Okay, so this is something that we can come back and plant later. Right, you see a small mound of soft soil here. So I think yeah, you know what you do there. If you've played this game before, you know what you do there. But it's all whether that we can find her or not, right? So I think if you notice, there was a gold Scatala up there. We can't really get that right now because you need something to reach it. Like obviously we'd be able to kill it, but they don't drop. You know, the rewards do not drop. Okay, so we are here. You can see the Triforce there, and we can stand here, right? But what do we want to play? Well, I'll tell you what we want to play. Zelda's Lullaby. And this, I think, should open the grave for us, right? There we go. And look at the rain and everything. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, something's happening by here. And I don't know what. Let's find out. What a sight, though. Look at that. The windmill in the background. Lightning. Look how creepy they're making it. Energy. Doing something, blowing up. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. But we haven't unlocked this down here now. What is this going to unlock for us? Let's go find out, actually. Let's go find out exactly what this does. But yeah, this is probably essential to the next part of the game. I don't know if this is going to be directly the next part of the game. Or maybe we can't even do anything down here. But this is progress. Why can't I hear an enemy? I'm pouring some sparkling water, but I can hear an enemy. I can very much hear an enemy. Okay, right, so we want to... Let's get ourselves down here. That's why there's an enemy down here, because there is an enemy down here. And what is that? A bat. Seems to be a lot of bats down here. But it doesn't look like we can actually do a lot down here, you know, because, well... We're not going to be able to light them, because there's no fire. And, well, there's nothing we can do down here. But this is... Isn't this creepy? This is pretty creepy, right? Anyway, sorry if you can hear like that bubbling sound. Oh yeah, oh. That opens because we... Oh wait, what? Because we killed everything. Okay, I didn't know that. And we can open this? Ah, okay, okay. Okay, let's progress. There's zombies down here. What's this? They bones. We're gonna try and run past these. Yep, they do that. They do scream. They really do. I'm assuming Navi will actually let us know where they are, but I don't want to get so close to them to actually find out. So let's get past here. And what have we found ourselves in? Let's check what we found. This poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. A rising sun will eventually set, a newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun, give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Something is inscribed on the tombstone. It's the secret melody of the composer brothers. keep the sun song. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, there we go. Right, so maybe that changes like from night to, yeah, from night to day. I forgot that was on you. Hey, you've learned the sun song. That's pretty cool. Right, that's pretty cool. Restless souls wander where they don't belong. Bring them calm with the sun song. Ah, that's a good poem. That's a good poem. I like that. That rhymed. It did. It rhymed. It really did. Now let's get out of here. Right. I'm not sure we can actually do anything in here, but maybe we can actually ask Navi what these things are. Maybe we can't because we can't zoom in on them. Let's just get out of here. This is creepy. Okay, they always gonna scream at us. Let's get out of here. It's too creepy for us. Let's get out. Okay, let's open this. See, there is like maybe something else you can do down here. I want to say. Okay. Wait, we can't check that, but there seems to be something to do down here because they can be lit up, right? And as you know, I think later in the game you can unlock, like, well, I think you can, a bow that can shoot fire, right? Now that's useful because, as you know, as you're well aware right now, the only way we can light things is if there's a fire close, you know, and we use a deku stick. That's the only thing we can do. Anyway, can we move? Don't cause trouble. I'll tell Dampy. Ah, yeah, right. So we can't actually mess with these gravestones yet. Okay, I'm gonna say yet. We can't do it yet. But yeah, you can see there's a few areas that we can't access right now, but we have learned the sun song now. That's a nice way to end the episode, don't you think? We've made a lot of progress in this one. Okay, he's the one who's going to tell Dampy. Little kids can't go on the heart-pounding grave digging tour described on the sign. Since I can't do that, I'm just imitating Dampy, the gravekeeper all day. But with my cute face, I'm not heart-pounding at all, am I? No. Okay, right. We can't cause any trouble, right? Maybe we come back to this. I swear there's like a bit that we actually really need to do, don't you? Can we not go in? Be quiet. It's only 6:38. I Dampy the gravekeeper. I'm in bed now. Go away and play. Maybe we can find the ghost in the daytime. Check. Rest in peace. Here lies the souls of those who swore fealty to the royal family of Hyrule, the Sheikah, guardians of the royal family, and founders of Kakariko. Watch over these spirits in their eternal slumber. I mean, that's hot. That's hot, isn't it? That is hot. And that's quite wholesome. Right. Yeah, well, that's cool to know. So everyone that's living in here is like royal members of like the Hyrule family. That, well, you know, all of the royal Hyrule people, right? So that's pretty cool, isn't that cool? So I wonder if any. I've not really played Zelda. I've never played. No, I've played Zelda a little bit. The first, like the 2D one. Never played the Zelda 2. You know, that was different one. That was a different style to the first one. But I wonder if there's any characters on there which are different to this one. You know, maybe not. But if there is, and they were important, like royal members, they would be buried in this graveyard. Now that would be cool to know. Does anyone know? I don't know, because I've never played those games, really. But yeah, I've had to go over on the Zelda collection, you know, Zelda 1, but I kind of thought it was a bit confusing. But I probably have had to go with Zelda 2, to be honest, as well. Anyway, let's talk to this woman. Okay, what should I do? My cuckoos have all flown away. You little boy, please. Please help me bring them back to this pen. No, I refuse. Okay, so I will end the video here. I feel like we've made a lot of good progress in this one, so we're going to want to save. Okay, so what I'll do right now... Right, return to save. Yes, I would like to save, so we've got our game saved. And that's the progress we've done in this one. So we've went and met Zelda. She told us the entire story, basically. and what's going to happen and what, yeah, you know, the things we need. That's pretty good. Next episode, we'll try and head into Death Mountain. This is where my memory's all rusty though, you know? This part right here, I really can't remember. I know you go, right, I think you, right, this is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil it, but I think you got to go up there and there's a gate which is closed and there's a guard there, right? And you bring a mask to him and then he might let you through. Right, okay, that's all I'm going to say, right? Now, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I'm correct on that, because that might even be something... That might just be for like a heart container or something. I don't know. So I guess next time we record, we'll find out. So, yeah. This is the end of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time episode 2. This one's been interesting. I'm not going to record like 2 of these in like one day, because I could record another one right after this, right? But I don't want to do stuff like that. I want to keep them to 1 day recording sessions. So if I'm going to record today, say like I previously recorded a Ocarina of Time, no, Elder Scrolls Oblivion video just before this. But I don't want to like do the same game twice in 1 day, you know, because I don't want the video, like the quality of the video to drop, you know, like with my commentary and stuff like that. Because I will, like, you know, I've done that. I've done Banjo 2E, for example, a couple of days ago. I would do like back-to-back episodes. Yeah, first episode I'd be interested. Next episode I'd be like, you know, like slipping. Like, you know, I didn't want to talk so much. I was like, oh fuck it. But anyway, that's why I don't want this to happen on you. And so if the next episode's longer, that's probably because I got stuck. Right, so yeah, because like I said, I'm going to show every second of footage. There's going to be no cuts. There's going to be nothing. There might be edits, so I might like edit like some funny things in and stuff sometimes. But more or less, I'm not going to cut anything at all, really. So there we go. So if you know, if you're stuck in like a 5-hour video one time in the future, that's probably because I actually got really stuck. All right. Anyway. This is the end of episode 2. Over and out. And I will try and record the next one pretty soon. But this month I'm going to try and do Batman Begins, and I'm going to do loads, a lot of variety. I'm going to be doing Saints Row 2 videos, Batman Begins, Bully probably, Oblivion, might even start Red Dead Revolver, which I have done by there. You know, considering like look at me. It'd be perfect, right? If I broke my phone, I'm going to be pissed. No, I got to give it to Apple. I actually hate iPhones, but they are quite solid, aren't they? They are quite solid. They can hit metal and not break. Alright. Okay, this is the actual end now. Over.